Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe. And tell me, where and when are you watching from? You were pulled back in time, not to a grand palace, but to a small Siberian village in the late 19th century. A biting wind whips across your face, carrying the raw, earthy scent of frozen soil, a smell so deep it seems to cling to the very air. Underfoot, the ground is a patchwork of brittle ice and hardened mud, crunching faintly with each step you take. The air stings your nostrils, clean and sharp, a constant reminder of the vast, unforgiving landscape that stretches endlessly around you. Gray, skeletal trees claw at a perpetually overcast sky, their branches silent witnesses to a life carved from resilience. You pull your thick, imagined coat tighter, the cold seeping into your bones, feeling the ancient, quiet pulse of this wild place. Through the sparse, gnarled birches, a faint wisp of smoke rises, a single gray plume against the heavy sky, a promise of warmth in a world otherwise dominated by the chill. You follow the scent of wood smoke, a subtle invitation, your breath misting before you with every exhale. The silence here isn't empty. It's a profound, resonant hum, filled with the whispers of countless winters. You notice the way the light, weak and diffused, catches the crystalline frost on a forgotten fence post, making it sparkle like scattered diamonds. It's a harsh beauty, a land that shapes the spirit, forcing a unique kind of strength. And as you stand there, feeling the cold kiss your cheeks, you wonder about the lives etched into this landscape, the deep, unspoken stories the frozen earth holds, waiting to be unearthed by a curious mind. You follow the faint trail, the crunch of snow under your boots the only sound, until a low, rough-hewn dwelling appears through the gloom. A single, flickering light spills from a small window, painting a warm, shaky rectangle on the snow. As you draw nearer, a figure emerges from the doorway, silhouetted against the inner glow, their form thick with heavy woolens. You stop, sensing a stillness that isn't just from the cold. Then, their eyes find yours. They are deep-set, ancient, and seem to hold the very weight of those endless Siberian winters. A piercing blue within a weathered face, not hostile, but profoundly discerning, as if seeing beyond your mere presence, into something fundamental and unseen. It's a gaze that feels both profoundly weary and strangely alight with an inner fire, holding the quiet wisdom of someone who understands the land's stark realities and its hidden currents. You don't speak, yet the moment is thick with an unspoken communication, a silent recognition passing between you and this man of the frozen earth. You feel the raw power of that look, a kind of primal energy that transcends mere words or greetings. As he simply stands there watching, you realize how much a single, profound gaze can tell us about the hidden depths of another, about the untold stories simmering beneath a humble surface, a silent challenge to look closer. You are suddenly enveloped by the close, heavy air inside a peasant hut, a world away from the biting wind. The faint scent of smoldering herbs mixes with the clammy chill of illness. On a rough wooden pallet, a child tosses restlessly, his small body burning with fever, his breathing shallow. Over him, a woman kneels, her back to you, her head bowed low. From her lips emerges a continuous, soft hum, a stream of urgent, whispered prayers. It isn't loud, but it fills the space, a rhythmic, ancient sound that vibrates with desperate hope and a mother's profound fear. You hear the cadence of 1,000 generations of pleas, a raw, primal melody woven from love and dread, rising towards an unseen power. This sound, this pure, unvarnished human cry, reminds you that even in the bleakest moments, hope, fierce and unwavering, can echo through time, shaping destinies and forging belief in the face of the unknown. You feel the air in the small hut grow intensely still, the mother's fervent prayers fading to a hushed, disbelieving gasp. Her gaze, wide and unwavering, locks onto the small form on the pallet. The restless tossing that racked the child's body has ceased. A small hand, moments ago clenched tight with pain, now lies open, relaxed. More startling, a dark, ominous stain on the thin blanket, a mark of internal distress, seems to subtly recede, its edges softening, fading into the fabric. You can almost feel the pulse of the room shift, from frantic desperation to a fragile, burgeoning hope. The mother reaches out, her fingers trembling as they gently touch the boy's brow. The burning heat, though still present, feels less fierce, less consuming. This sudden, inexplicable shift, this profound turn in the tide of life and death, imprints itself on you, a quiet testament to the mysterious forces that can suddenly alter a fate, leaving behind a seed of awe and wonder. You are now pulled into a lavish, hushed chamber, rich with the scent of aged wood and heavy velvet, a stark contrast to the Siberian cold. Crystal glasses clink softly, reflecting the muted glow of a single chandelier. A dark, ruby liquid swirls within your glass, its surface glistening, promising warmth and luxury. You lift the goblet, inhaling the complex aroma of deep fruit and faint spices, a seductive invitation. Taking a slow sip, the wine slides over your tongue, unexpectedly sweet at first, almost syrupy, dissolving any lingering tension. It's a taste designed to beguile, to cloak something insidious beneath its velvety richness. The sweetness coats your mouth, smooth and comforting, almost too perfect. But even in this moment of perceived pleasure, a subtle, unidentifiable note stirs, a fleeting discord beneath the harmony. The lingering sweetness of the wine turns subtly acrid on your tongue, a sharp, unwelcome counterpoint. You feel a strange warmth begin to spread, not comforting, but an insidious heat coiling in your stomach. Around you, the opulent chamber, with its gilded mirrors and hushed tapestries, seems to press in. The faces of those gathered, previously smiling and attentive, now seem to hold a predatory glint in the flickering candlelight. You glimpse a shadow shift in the corner of your eye, a momentary distortion, as if the very air itself has become heavy with an unseen presence. This grand setting, meant for pleasure, now feels like an elaborate trap, its beauty a thin veil over something sinister. The quiet hum of conversation now seems like the buzzing of flies, a deceptive lull before a sting. The feeling in your gut tightens, a slow, deliberate grip, yet your body remains outwardly calm, almost too calm. You sense a watchfulness in the room, a collective breath held, as if awaiting a performance. The luxury surrounding you, the soft rugs and glittering chandeliers, now feels like a cage, brilliantly adorned. You look at your hand, steady on the crystal glass, and wonder at the insidious nature of power, how it can twist even beauty into a weapon, and how a palace can become a dark stage for truly monstrous intentions. You are standing on the edge of a vast frozen river, the wind a relentless hand pushing at your back. The air bites with a metallic chill, tasting of ice and forgotten time. Beneath your heavy boots, the thick surface of the ice groans, a deep, resonant sound that reverberates through your chest. It's not a simple creak, but a mournful, drawn-out echo, as if the river itself is sighing, a profound, unsettling sound rising from its depths. You scan the expansive, white landscape, the unbroken sheet of ice, stretching to a hazy horizon. Here, every subtle shift becomes magnified. A sharp crack splits the air, then fades into that lingering, ghostly moan. It's the voice of something immense, held captive, whispering secrets from beneath its opaque, frozen skin. You feel a chill deeper than the biting cold, as if this river holds a truth yet to surface, a powerful story, locked in its glacial heart. A sudden, jarring shift in the river's deep hum pulls your attention, a silence falling over the vast sheet of ice. Your gaze is drawn to a dark, irregular shape at the edge of a jagged fissure, a stark, unsettling contrast against the endless white. As you draw closer, a grim realization dawns. It is a man, his form rigid, pulled from the frigid grip of the Neva. But it's not just the cold that grips you, it's the unsettling stillness, the lack of true surrender. His eyes, though fixed and glazed by ice, seemed to hold a chilling defiance, a hint of something stubbornly unbreakable beneath the frozen exterior. You feel the palpable sense of a struggle lingering in the air around him, a story of resistance. This isn't a peaceful slumber, but an unnerving monument to a will that fought even beyond its last breath, a testament to how some spirits refuse to yield, leaving us to wonder about the extraordinary resilience of life, even in the face of death's cold embrace. Suddenly, you are here now. The soft hum of your own device fills the air, but around you, 1,000 tiny suns flicker and pulse. You feel the cool, smooth surface of a screen beneath your fingertips, your eyes drawn to the ceaseless parade of images and words. Each pixel glows with an almost hypnotic intensity, reflecting the light of countless other screens, a dazzling, overwhelming glare. You are swept into a current of information, a digital river where stories, facts, and legends collide and blur. The scent of ozone, faint and electric, tickles your nose, a subtle reminder of the vast, interconnected network that feeds this endless visual feast. You can almost feel the collective attention of millions, focused, consuming, projecting their own interpretations onto the flickering pixels. As you scroll, images flicker across the screen before you. The piercing eyes of a Siberian peasant, the desperate hand of a mother, the opulent, shadowed halls of a palace, a body pulled from the icy Neva. Each fragment, a brushstroke on a canvas constantly being repainted. The stories multiply, echoing through forums and feeds, twisting, embellishing, simplifying, each voice adding another layer to the narrative. You hear whispers of mad monk, holy man, devil, healer, all simultaneously true and false in this digital maelstrom. The air, still thick with the electric hum of countless devices, feels charged not just with data, but with a collective yearning to define the undefinable. His face, once singular, now shifts and distorts across 1,000 screens, becoming less a man, more an archetype. This digital echo chamber transforms history into a living, breathing legend, showing us how tirelessly we seek to understand, and perhaps to mythologize, those who defy easy explanation, casting them forever in the dazzling, ever-changing light of our own curiosity.